Aries, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 11th through to the 17th of September. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you have a lovely reading. Loads of stuff going on at the moment. Restarted up my Cymatic TV thing, did the energy update last week. Bit of a heavy one, long one, but it was worthwhile getting back into it, getting back into the flow of things. Got another one coming out this Sunday. Just tells us about the energy coming through the system and how it comes through into you. Helps out to understand the readings a bit more. Here we go with your overall energy. 10 of Cups. Last week, and I think this week as well, and then including maybe even 2 weeks ago, so for the last 2 weeks and this coming week, I think you've been through a moment of stop, look, understand what's going on, seeing the reality for what it is, and this is what makes you happy. And I think you're getting the results of what you want, and you're seeing those results coming through after doing some good bit of work. Good bit of work in your life. What's on your relationship side? A hangman. So yeah, I think your karmic path, I think you've been seeing things differently, right? Approaching life in a different way, which is really good. And I think you've been doing that for a long time actually. It's breeding a lot of success within your life, and it's helping you to feel a lot more calmer about difficult situations and difficult decisions that you needed to take. And this is where I think your karmic path is sort of saying here, now you need to apply the things that you've seen in a different light. You need to really start applying it in a beautiful way. The 8 of Wands just jumped out. Obviously, once you do that, that's when you're going to get a lot of success, a lot of communication, a lot of rewards coming in for you. It's really, really beautiful energy. What's the universe sort of saying here? The universe is sort of saying you've got the world at your fingertips. I think because of the way you've situated yourself and you've watched things and you've seen things differently, it's going to need planning, but you're very good at that, Aries. I know my brother's phrase when he was a kid was plan of action. So we'd say like, let's go and have a barbecue somewhere, you know, and he kind of goes, right, plan of action then. Okay, so what we need is, and it was infuriating. He really was with his plans of action. But now, don't tell him, you know, but now, you know, I kind of think, yeah, good idea. I'm now a plan of action kind of person. So, you know, and this is what you need to do. And the universe is saying to you, Aries, live the best example of yourself here. You know, be that true Aries and stand up and be counted, basically. Wherever you come from, I think you're coming from a beautiful place of understanding as well, from within you, in the world, of how you've engaged in the world around you. You've really put your heart into the situation. You've put your heart into all the relationships that you could have around you. And that, I think that's regardless. I think it's evenly across the board, as much within your couples, your friends, your everything like that. If it hasn't been working, then it's basically, if it hasn't been working, that's what you should be applying. If it hasn't been working and you can see things differently now, apply things differently. You've got that beautiful heart energy that comes through, that's where you're coming from. So you can apply this into the world and plan for a future that takes into account your happiness more than anything else, and seeing the reality for what it is. This is why you see things differently, you know, with the hangman. That's on your karmic path. And what's in your future? You get the 9 of Wands. I think the 9 of Wands is also about beginning of a journey, because those 8 of Wands that came out earlier on, that just fell out, those 8 of Wands is in the background. And they are the messages, the gifts, the situations, the offerings that have been handed to you that make you realise what you don't want and what you do want. And now you're taking that wand here, and yes, you have to go on that journey. This is what I was saying here. You've got to use how you saw things differently, and you can then go off on that journey. You can take that one wand and really start going off on that journey, and living it, basically, and without any cares or woes or worries. You know, everyone will find their place. Really do not worry about it. And you get the 6 of Wands coming out at the top. I think people are going to recognise that. Some people may recognise it too late, but then that's not an Aries problem. That's what it is. It's not an Aries problem. So you're going to be able to sort of like go with the flow a lot easier, and people are going to, as I say, people are going to recognise that within you. It's also going to give you a beautiful standing that you have in the world around you. It's going to make you feel like $1 million. If you start applying the things that you've seen, how you've seen the things differently, and start putting it into reality. On your financial side, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. So abundance, I think you have that. I think that abundance is not only around you, I think it's within you. I think it's playing to your strength. This is what your karmic message is on your financial side. So when any projects you wish to do, any jobs or businesses you want to run, it is knowing your strengths and then playing to those. That's where the abundance is going to come from, and it comes from within you. When you play to your strengths within you, all of a sudden you're going to find that you've got bucket loads of it, and you're going to be able to really push forward the pathway that you so wish to desire. The universe here is coming up with the 6 of Pentacles. Yes, I know you want to sort of make sure everyone's all right, that everyone's in a good place and everything like that. But in order for that 6 of Pentacles to happen properly, that 10 of Pentacles, to happen properly, that 6 of Pentacles there, you've got to keep those 3 for yourself. You can give 2 away to something that you think is worthwhile investing in, and another one that you think, sort of charity. So you're giving your time, effort and energy to something that's going to build you up and it's going to create a lot for you more than anything else. And once you do that, I think it's going to become blatantly obvious about the pathway that you're going down. And then you get the 4 of Cups. This is from the past. I think you might find yourself in a situation where you put a lot out there. You put your cup out there, and some people may have been a little bit disrespectful, or you didn't get what you think you deserve, basically, out of the situation. And I think that's the past. I think that's, it's not your future. And you should really look to the future. And your future is all about that Ace of Cups there, basically. So yeah, don't worry about the past. Look to the future, basically. Don't look for justice in a way. Where you're heading to, your evident path. This is where playing to your strengths is really important. If you really do play to your strengths here, then you're going to be really, I think you've realised the evident path of where you should be going down, or where you should be going towards, and it's now enacting it in your life and doing it. I think that's what's going to give you the good results, basically. Let's just see what's going on in the overall outcome. 9 of Swords, it had to come up. I'm not joking, every single sign has had the 9 of Swords. And to be honest, there's also been the Tower and the 3 of Swords in the reading, so you've come out of this really well. I think you're getting rid of this. I think this is what this new path is all about. I think that's what's tied into there, that's what's tied into the past, that make you feel like that you had this sort of like repetitive nightmare situation, or this situation at work or within your projects or your business where you feel like you're getting forward, you're really advancing, and then it's sort of like you take 3 steps back. So you take 2 steps forward, you're going forward, and you take 3 steps back, and you go, oh, I'm actually further than I was. And I think this is tied into maybe someone or a situation that was around you that no longer needs to exist, basically, within your life. So you need to let go of it. Let's just do a bit of clarification with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here, Aries. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Don't forget about the chakra and aura reading that I did in this channel, really good. And also Cymatic TV, the energy update. It gives you a good heads up of sort of vibration that's coming through that affects all of these readings. With the 10 of Cups, you get the 4 of Pentacles. You've now got the 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles, and this is playing to your strength. This is like, I don't think you're holding on to something too tightly. You may do with that, that may be the thing you're holding on to tightly, and I would let go of it. I think that's to do with the message that came through from the sun, the eruption on the sun that you might have seen on this channel and on also Cymatic TV. But also, I think more than anything else here is that seeing the reality for what it is means that you've got to be wise in how you spend your money. And this ties into the Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles there. Don't just give it away willy-nilly. And I think it also ties into you being able to see the reality for what it is as well. I think that's really important. So yeah, let's just see what's going on with the Hangman. Seeing things for what they are has created a lot of serenity within you. And look at the base of this card here. You know, you've got your fish down here, and then you've got your starfish over there. And the starfish can go in any direction. So it's very versatile, the starfish. But the main thing about the starfish is, when you look from above, nothing appears to be happening. Because it's just like this thing that's moving around, you know, like that, just moving around. But all the work is happening underneath. And you've done that work in the background, basically, which brings you into a place where you sit within serenity in the world that is around you. And this is where you're bossing up. This is where you're going to get that Six of Wands outcome, basically. With the Two of Wands, you get the Six of Swords. Rite of passage. I think this is where, whatever you're planning to go towards in the future, I think the universe is sort of saying, we've got your back, basically. Whatever you're planning, whatever your plan of action is in regards to your relationships, it's not that it's going to work out, but the universe is ensuring that you get to a stage where you're onto calmer shores, which is that all about, you know. And so, yeah, I think the universe has really got your back because you've done that good work, I think, you know. Six of Cups. We've got the Six of Pentacles over this side, and now we've got the Six of Cups over this side here. And it goes with that Ace of Cups there as well. This is a way of, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's basically what I say on this Six of Cups. It's also a way of your younger self almost giving you back those memories, those beautiful memories that you might have had in the past, so you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. So you do concentrate on your happiness. So you do engage in the future, knowing that some things you've done in the past brought you happiness. And that's what's bringing forward. It's almost distilled into the ultimate Ace of Cups sort of scenario. That's what's coming through of your actions in the past. With the Nine of Wands, you get the Three of Wands. So now we've got the Two of Wands, we've got the Three of Wands on this side. I think here it's sort of saying, stop procrastinating, get on and do. You know, plan of action is all very well. Yes, you're planning for it, but be ready to go on that journey. And with that Nine of Wands, I would say more of a case of go on that journey. Don't wait any longer, because your success in regards to your relationships is waiting for you, basically. Let's just see what comes out on the Six of Wands, sorry. You get Temperance. I was going to say patience there. And yes, Aries, you do have patience. You do have an enormous amount of patience, really. Because for you, it's so obvious. But for the rest of the world, it's not so obvious. And displaying that patience in the world around you will bring you that Six of Wands. Will bring you that recognition. Will bring you that sensation of, yes, I'm doing exactly what I should be doing. This is a new you, really, that's giving birth here. And you're putting it into action. That's what it feels like. Let's have a look what's going down on your financial side. You've got the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles, which is really nice. Starting of a new journey, opening up that pathway, understanding the medium-term rhythms in life. So like it's a 9-month rhythm between planting that seed, seeing it germinate, seeing it start bearing flowers and then fruit, and then taking that fruit and doing something with that fruit. You know, taking the seeds in order to grow more in the future. It's a very progressive card, very lucky card. If you play to your strengths, this is going to be a journey that obviously you're supposed to go on, because you've got that Judgment card, which is going to bring you success over a longer period of time. You know, it's a perpetual success. With the Six of Pentacles, you get the Five of Swords. Yes, I wouldn't worry about where you put your energy into. As long as you're winning out the situation, I think that's more important than anything else. If you start compensating for other people, they'll never be satisfied. And I think you'll find yourself in discussions or situations that are just destructive and not constructive at all. And it's when you feel like that is because the universe is sort of saying you're not looking after yourself primarily. And that's what I think the universe is trying to help you to realise. That it's much better, the world is a much better place when you are in a good place. Because when you are, no one has to worry about you, but also in the same time, you have that capacity to share that wealth, which we could see in the Six of Cups. With the Four of Cups, you get the Page of Cups. This is exactly what I'm talking about here, people. Don't look for justice. Believe in the dream again. Believe in the yes aspect of life. And don't look for justice, because it will only make you, in French they say like a bent nail, useless and stuck in a piece of wood. So I wouldn't sort of like, I would free yourself from that. And it's when you concentrate on the other person that might have just been a bit disrespectful to you, or you think they've been disrespectful to you, that's when you pull yourself down. So I wouldn't concentrate on them. I would concentrate on that cup that is the Ace of Cups for you. With the Judgment card, you get the Two of Swords. I think this decision here is I think it's a no-brainer. I don't think it's necessarily the easiest decision. So if you're in a business or in your project, you're going to have to take that business or project in a certain direction that you've got to do, but it may mean like you've got to, let's just say like you're running a business, and it's not easy for people running a business. It's like a family, and you would care for everybody within that family. But in order to change your business so your business succeeds, you're going to have to push in one area and diminish in another, because you're pushing in one area. And because you're pushing in that direction there, it may mean you're having to let some people go within your business. You don't particularly want to, but it's just the decision that needs to be made. But then you're creating lots of jobs on the other side. So they could migrate onto the other thing that you're doing. If they can't, then they can't. But, I think you need to make that decision to head to where you're supposed to be going. And I think it's you should be able to do this blindfolded in a way. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords, you get the Empress card. Absolutely brilliant, really. Nine of Swords with the Empress card. All possibilities are there. You can create a whole new world. It's that death and rebirth card that I showed you earlier on. It's just believing in yourself, and that's what you're creating. You've got the sun at your back, happiness that's driving you forward. Investigating all the things that you may not be able to see or understand, but exploring stuff, that's the Moon. And with that exploration, then you can start creating that new world, that whole new aspect within your life. And the Empress card has complete control over emotions in order to get there. So there you go, Aries. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Love you being here. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Don't forget about Cymatic TV, loads of links in the description below. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, like that dog. So please do enjoy. Bonjour, bonjour.